Hi everyone, my name's Cameron and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a part 2 of my back to school shopping vlog. And this one's just kind of going to be a what's in my backpack, if that makes sense. Where I'm going to show everything that I bought and how I'm going to organize it for this next upcoming year. Because I have a very specific way I do things. Let's get started. So first off, we're gonna start off with my stem binder. So what I like to do is I typically have 2 binders. Sometimes I do it differently every year. So most of the time I have a stem binder. That's what I've done for the past couple years, where I will put, obviously there's 2 sides. So like this side will be science and this side will be math. It's typically whichever one comes first in my schedule. But like last year I did one where it was because my schedule was weird last year, and so I only technically took 5 classes. But on the days I went to school, I only had 4. So I did the first half and then the last half. My schedule was really weird last year. But anyways, so I will have science, I think it'll be math first. So math will be here. And then I'll have a bunch of different paper. I'll probably put graph paper in here. And then science will be in the back. And so I also have notebooks for each one of those. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with my science notebooks. So this year for science, I'm taking physics. So I am a STEM girly and I love my science classes. And so this was my favorite notebook out of the ones that I bought. So I decided to make this one physics. And so I color coordinate all of my different subjects. So each subject has a color based on my system. So I am repeating what I did last year for the most part because that worked really well for me. So physics obviously is gonna be green because it's science. So this is it. And so on the cover you can see it's gonna be mirrored, but I wrote a cute little like physics thing in green. I need to be careful. I like to put my name and my phone number at the top right here on a little sticky note. That way if I ever like lose my notebook or anything, someone can always return it to me. And so the things that I'm going to be using this year for science are going to be this Stabilo highlighter, because I have the zebra mild liners, but I'm actually running out of a lot of the ink there, so I'm probably going to have to get new ones. And then these Pentel Energel gel pens that I showed in my last video, and then the Pentel Energel just normal needle tip pens. Okay, so next up is AP Calculus. And so for this one, obviously I have this little notebook. I like to keep my notebooks outside of my binders. I've seen some people who will put their notebooks in their binder with the 3-ring hole punch, but I don't really do that. Once again, you can see that I have the little AP Calc thing there, which is super cute. And so my colors for calculus for math classes are typically orange. But I'm gonna do these 2, or this orange and red pen, then this orange highlighter and this gray highlighter, because I feel like that's gonna be fun. So the way that I did my notes these past couple years was I mostly used markers and highlighters. I'll insert a picture right here of some pictures from my Instagram, which you should follow that, it'll be on the screen. But here, I'll insert more pictures right here of this is kind of the vibe that I'm going for this year. I wanna use more colored pens and do more minimalistic because it'll be a lot easier for me to maintain throughout the year. So that is my plan, which is why I bought brand new pens. Okay, so this next one's a little bit different. So I go to a Christian school, and so I have to take a theology class, but all it said that we needed was a notebook and our Bible. So I just got this little notebook, and it has the little theology thing, but it also has a little pocket, so if I do need to put anything in there, I can. But so this won't have a binder space, and so my color for theology is blue. It's typically my color for my miscellaneous classes because like last year I had to take a rhetoric class, and so that was my color for that. So you can see right here, these are the 2 colors I'm using, a blue zebra mild liner, this is more the bright blue, and then this little blue pen, so super fun. Okay, so next up, we have my literature and history binder, which I'm actually going to put a print out on my schedule on this one because that's what I did in the past and it really helped me with class numbers. So once again, I think I'll do history and then English. It'll just depend on which class I have first. But I have some fun colors for those. So I bought this little 3 section notebook because since these 2 go together, because it's American literature and American U.S. history, A push. And so I get the little A push thing here, super cute. And I'm using pink for that. Yeah, super fun. These are once again the Stabilo highlighters and those Pentel Energel gel pens. And then I'm also gonna be using purple for American literature. Super cute. And that will be, once again, the highlighters and the little pens. So now that I've showed y'all that, let's go through my pencil case because I keep a lot of goodies in there. Okay, so here is my pencil case. I said that I'd mention it in the last video. I never showed it in the last video, but I am obviously going to show it in this video. So I got this off of Amazon. It's the Angu brand. It's super big, as you can see. It has this little handle, which I love, and it has so many sections. So first, it has this little one on the front where you can open it up and you can put all your pens there. So the kinds of pens I have here are my Pentel Energel pens. This is the 0.7 with the little needle tip. So you can see, look, I'm such an influencer. Because those are the ones that I really like. I like the needle tip. I just feel like it writes better, even though they're like the same. Then this is also a Pentel Energel pencil. This is one of those that I mentioned in the last video, how my pencils came with my pens. So this is one of those. She's pink. It's the only pencil I use because I only write in pen unless I'm required to write in pencil by like a math teacher. So that's super fun. And then last but not least, I have this cute little pink pen. I love her. It was actually a gift. It's a Pilot OPT. I'm not really sure, but I got it as a gift. I think my friend got it at like a little Japanese bookstore. They work super well and I really like them. And so then we have that little pocket. Then we get to the main section where I keep all of my other goodies. You can kind of see it in there. There's also a little side pocket right here where I like to keep my chapstick. It's not in there yet because I still need to use it. I keep chapstick, maybe sometimes Band-Aids. So it also has a little sleeve for my calculator. So this is my little TI-84. I put the little stickers on it. So some other things that I keep in my pencil case other than the things that I already showed you. First off, I keep a beautiful protractor. Even whenever I didn't need this for my math classes, it was super helpful for like highlighting and drawing straight lines whenever I was doing graphs and things like that. So I really enjoyed that. Then we have these, which I mentioned in my last video. They're my little cheap set of pens and pencils. I have a couple more in there. The way I can share them with people anytime anyone needs a pen or a pencil because they don't have one, and that way I don't have to give out one of my really nice ones. I also have one of these nice thick tipped dry erase markers with that nice big chiseled tip, and it has the built-in eraser, which is super fun. So then if you look at this, you can see that there is also a little zipper compartment up here. So what I like to keep in there is I like to keep whiteout, obviously, because I write in a lot of pen, and I like to keep one of these refills. So you can buy these on Amazon. I bought like a big pack, and it comes with, I think, 12 of them. And so they're pen refills, so I don't have to like get a new pen. So every time I'm in class, if like I'm writing an essay, because this has happened before, where I'm writing an essay and I run out of ink, and it's really tragic and it's scary. But luckily I always keep a refill. I also have this little stapler. I became known as the stapler girl last year in my math class because I always had a stapler, to the point where if the teacher would offer his stapler, nobody would take it because they were just gonna wait for mine to come around. So that was super fun. So I definitely have to have that. And then last but not least, it has this cute little pouch. Yes, that contains my little sticky tabs because I like to annotate my books and like do sticky tabs where new characters are introduced or like important quotes that I found. So that's kind of how I do my annotations. And last but not least, we're gonna look at my planner. Okay, so the style of planner I have is called the Day Designer Planner. Now this is definitely a more expensive planner. I did buy a cheaper one at first because I started with the year 2021, like because I get the full year ones. You can see this goes from January to December. Some people like to get the school year ones, but I just don't. And so I got it, and I got like a cheap one from Target just because I wanted to see if I would actually stick with it, because I do have ADHD, so the level of which I was gonna stick with it was questionable. So I got a cheaper one, but then this next year, because I really liked it, I got this one for Christmas. You can see it's got the beautiful gold designs on it. It's a nice hardcover, but it was, I think, $65. I got it as a Christmas gift though, because that was definitely necessary. But it's super cute. It has this little pocket that comes with like little stickers, and so you can look through all of like the spreads. So like I really like to organize my spreads. So like this one is like February and super fun. You can see March. This is one thing that I love to do. And so then if you look at the different spaces, so here's one for July, and the individual pages, because I like the daily setup. I'm not really a big fan of the whole weekly setup. So if you look, you can see it has, this was for July 1st when I was still out of town. You can see it's got a little timetable, and then it's got a to-do list, and it's got a ton of areas to write things down. So if you're a big planner girly or boy, and you really like to use the daily schedule, I would definitely recommend looking into one of these because I really love it. Okay, and last but not least, for what I like to keep in my backpack, we have a few miscellaneous things. So the first thing is this little mini wet brush. You can get these at like Target, for example. Sometimes they have them in the little beauty section where there is those little like dollar section type things, you know what I mean? Anyways, I got a little mini one, and it's perfect because it fits in my bag really good, and if I need to like brush my hair out in class or put it in a ponytail or something like that, I always have a brush, which is really helpful. And then I also have one of these. My grandma actually like made this for me. That's what she does. It's super fun. But anyways, it's perfect. So I keep any like feminine products I need in there, or like powder. Beautiful. And so this is super helpful to have, and I would recommend everyone has it, even if you're a guy, because you can keep just like basic necessities that you'll need throughout the day in there. And then obviously I have my keys and things like that in there. But that's pretty much it of what I keep in my backpack. I'm definitely going to do a longer video once school starts, kind of going through my notes and showing what my process truly is once I actually have material to show you guys. But definitely stay tuned for that. I'm also going to do some study with me's throughout the school year, so if you have any recommendations for other kind of school related videos you'd like to see, comment those down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.